Hello students, welcome back. In the last session we have studied general syntactic characteristics of JavaScript. In today's session we will discuss about primitives, operations and expressions. So let's start. JavaScript has 5 primitive types. These primitive types are number, string, boolean, undefined and null. Remember this, JavaScript has 5 primitive types: the number, string, boolean, undefined and null. JavaScript includes predefined objects that are closely related to the number, string and boolean types. So JavaScript also has some predefined objects, and these objects are closely related to the primitive types, that is number, string and boolean, and name of these objects are also number, string and boolean respectively. So JavaScript has 5 primitive types and it also has predefined objects which relates to number, string and boolean, and these objects are called as wrapper objects. Like in Java we have studied, we have wrapper objects for primitive data types. Like for integer, that is int, we had a wrapper object called as integer. For float we had a wrapper object that is float. For char the wrapper object was character. Same way in JavaScript also, for primitive types we have wrapper types, or you can say object types. The object types are number, string and boolean. The purpose of the wrapper objects, now why we need wrapper objects here? The purpose is to provide properties and methods that are convenient for use with values of primitive types. Now these wrapper object provides us with methods and properties, and by using these methods and properties we can manipulate the data of type primitive. Now the difference between the primitives and object, it is shown in the following example figure. Primitive variables are always stored in a stack memory, that is, you can call it as non-heap memory, whereas object types are always stored on the heap memory. Now stack, as you know, it is a limited size of a memory. In case of heap memory, it is dynamically allocated, and the size of a heap memory can increase or decrease at runtime, whereas size of a non-heap memory is fixed and that will not increase or decrease at runtime. So objects in JavaScript are always stored on a heap memory, not on a stack memory. If we create a variable, primitive variable, then it will be stored on a non-heap memory, or you can say stack memory, like this, the value 17. But if we create an object which has a value 17, then it will be stored on a heap memory, whereas pointer, which is pointing to this particular object, it is stored on the stack. You can see here the pointer is stored on the stack, but the actual value is always stored on the heap memory. Numeric and string literals. All numeric literals are values of type number. Now we have seen 5 primitive types. All the numeric literals are type of values are of type number. The number type values are represented internally in double precision floating point form. All the numbers in JavaScript are represented as double precision floating point form. Floating point literals can have decimal points, exponents, or both. The following are valid numeric literals. You can see 72, it is a numeric literal, 7.2, it is a numeric literal, 7e2 or 7 small e2, all these are numeric literals, remember. So, in JavaScript, the numeric literals are all numeric values, whether it is a floating point value or a integer value, here doesn't matter. All numeric values are considered as numeric literals and all are double precision. Integer literals can be written in hexadecimal form by preceding their first digit with either 0x or ox. We can specifically pass integer literals in hexadecimal form by using ox or 0x as the first digit. A string literal is a sequence of 0 or more characters delimited by either single quote or double quote. In JavaScript, you can have a string literal or a string constant which is enclosed in single quote or double quote. So, set of characters enclosed in a single quote or a set of characters enclosed in a double quote both creates string. String literals can include characters specified with escape sequences as well, like /n and /t. Other primitive types are we have 5 primitive types. We said numbers we have seen. In case of the primitive type numbers, the numeric literals we have seen, the values which can be stored in the number type. Then in case of string, we have seen the values can be enclosed in single quote or double quote, that is stored in a string variable. In case of a null, the only value of type null is reserved word null itself, which indicates no value. For a variable of type null has a value, that is null, which itself indicates no value. The only value of undefined is undefined itself. The only value of type boolean, as we know the type value of type boolean, it is either true or false. Now, let us go through declaring variables, how variables are declared in JavaScript. Variables can be declared either by assigning it a value, in which case the interpreter implicitly declares it to be a variable. In JavaScript, which is not strictly typed language, it is loosely typed language, where types are not specified at the time of compilation of a program, but runtime types are manipulated. Like in case of Python, we have seen the type of a variable is not known at the time of compilation, whereas the type of a variable is known at runtime. It is based on the value which we store in the variable. Same in case of JavaScript as well. The types are not known at the time of compilation, but at the time of execution. So, variable can be declared either by assigning it a value, in which case the interpreter implicitly declares it to be a variable, or by listing it in a declaration statement that begins with the reserved word var. So variable in JavaScript can be declared with a reserved word var space the name of a variable, or we can directly have a variable with some values. Initial values can be included in a var declaration as with some of the variables in the following declaration. So you can have a variable like this. You can declare a variable var counter comma index, then pi with some value, or any other variable with value. Now you can see in this example the type of these variables are different. One is of type string, another is of type some different type. The type of variable pi here, you can see the value which is assigned, it is a numeric value. So the type of pi, it is numeric type, that is number, whereas type of this variable quarterback, it is, as you can see, the value is enclosed in double quotes. So the type of this quarterback, it is string value, that is string type, whereas type of this stop flag, it is boolean, whereas type of the variable counter, to counter we haven't assigned any value. If we do not assign any value to a variable that has been declared, then the type of that variable, it is undefined, or the variable has a value that is undefined value. So you can see here how undefined variable can be created. We have seen 5 types: numeric, string, boolean, undefined. As you can see here how undefined variables are declared. So when you declare a variable without any value, it is said to be undefined. Numeric operators. So JavaScript has a typical collection of numeric operators. Like in other languages, most of the numeric operators used are also supported by the JavaScript. Only one important thing here, it is all numeric operations in JavaScript, all the operations are done in double precision floating point. Remember, all the operations are double precision floating point operation. There is no like integer operation, or if you are performing an operation on the numeric type, then it is said to be double precision floating point operation. The language precedence rules of a language also specify which operator is evaluated, and the rules are almost the same which have been used in other languages. You can see in the table also. The highest priority it is for plus plus, minus minus, or unary minus or unary plus. Associative, it is right to left. Then we have multiplication, division and modulus, and lastly binary plus and binary minus. Okay, this is about numeric operators. Next important object. Now we have seen about the 5 different primitive types in JavaScript, that is number, string, boolean, undefined. Now only one type, that is null, is remain, that will be introduced in the next session. Now one more important object, you can say predefined object, which is available in JavaScript, it is the math object. The math object simply provides a collection of properties of number objects and methods that operate on number objects. So math object provides a collection of properties of number objects and the methods that operate on the number object. The math object has methods for trigonometric functions such as sine, cos, as well as for other commonly used mathematical operations. So if we want to perform any mathematical operations in JavaScript, then we can use a math object. Like in Java or any other programming language, to perform mathematical operations we need to import or we need to include the libraries. In case of C, math.h is used for mathematical functions. Same way, in JavaScript we can use a predefined object called as math object, and some of the functions of math objects you can see. The functions are floor, truncate, number. So float function, it is used to truncate a number, then round, to round a number, and max, to return the largest of the given numbers. So example of how math object can be used, it is given here. You can see math dot sign of x. So this will calculate the sign of x, whereas if you want to calculate a square root of a particular number, you can use a math object like this, math dot sqrt in bracket the number. It will return you the square root of the x. So this is how a predefined math object can be used. Okay, with this we will stop here today. We will continue our discussion of JavaScript in the next session as well. Thank you.